Welcome back to The Reset. I am Sean Tucker, human performance scientist and authority architect. We are here in the Living Lab documenting the science, the struggle and the shift for every high performance dad and founder who's ready to bridge the gap between their ambition and their presence. Today, I'm going to ask a simple question. When was the last time you laughed? For no reason whatsoever. You just had a really good giggle. When was it? And look, if you find this episode helpful, please do me a favor and go to the link in the show notes where it says Apple Podcasts or Spotify and rate the show, because this helps get in front of the man who needs it right now. So seriously, when was the last time you had a good laugh? And I'm not talking just like doom scrolling entertainment laughing. Yeah, sometimes that is funny. But I'm actually talking about something a little bit more innocent, I suppose. Or something even more stupid. And that is, when is the last time you laughed at yourself for doing something you know is quite ridiculous? And you were humbled, right? You had to learn the hard way. You made a fool of yourself. And you also laughed it out. I know in the past, it's probably been a little bit hard. It's probably been a little bit hard to let go of, well, I failed or whatever it is. I made a fool of myself. The only fool is the one who's still shaming themselves. Let's be honest. Shame has a certain level of attraction to it. But it's not a fun place to be. It's pretty lucrative. But I can tell you from many years of experience, having things that live in your subconscious that you're still deeply ashamed about, I understand why they're there. But having them there for a very, very long time and feeling, let's say, like the judge is being pretty hard. They've sentenced you to many, many years of suffering because you're so ashamed. Look, I think you've paid your dues. I think you can laugh it out now. And maybe you will laugh it out. Or maybe you'll cry it out. I don't know. But somewhere in you right now, something's stirring. And it could be that I'm just uttering just gibberish. I honestly don't know. But if you're listening or if you're watching right now, you're probably thinking like, man, this guy sounds high as hell. And I promise you I'm not. But that's the kind of laughter that I'm talking about. And if you know, you know. If you've never been high before, then of course you won't know. But what is also funny is the mind has all of the receptors that those kind of drugs and things activate anyway. So you can get naturally high and laugh at your own bull crap. Because that's all it is. It's just a load of shit. The only one who's judging it is yourself. You might have people around you who are judging it and you're judging it, which is making it more intensely judged. But let's be honest. Whatever happened, happened. You can move on. You can say, fuck all of you, right? Like, seriously, they can all get fucked. Why not? You deserve to win. You deserve to play the game. You deserve to play it how you want to play it. You deserve to be intense about it. You deserve to laugh it off. You don't have to cry it out. You can laugh it off. and have a freaking good time doing it. You don't have to take the drugs. If you really want to, well, as long as it's not pressured into your system. But who am I to say? Live life like it is your last moment, not your last day. Even the day you have today is not guaranteed. Anything can change. So have fun. Just laugh. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, if you found this episode helpful, please make sure I go give it a rating, because maybe listening to it, you'll have a good laugh. I don't know. I didn't really say anything funny, but it's the energy. It's the intention. It's all of those things behind it. So if you find it helpful, go and rate the podcast. Go to Apple Podcasts. Link is in the show notes, or go to Spotify. The link's also in the show notes. That brings us to the end of the end. That brings us to the end of the end. The end of this episode of The Reset. If you want to stop being a passenger in your own life and start being the architect of your legacy, make sure you comment the word reset. And actually, don't comment the word. Just scroll to the show notes. You'll find the link 7-Day Reset in there. It's an email series. You'll receive it in your inbox. It's a bit like a game. Every day you have to actually reply to the email and say, finished, because otherwise it'll just think you haven't completed that day. And integrity is all about your word. So if you're going to follow it, do it. It'll help build the man again. And that's it. Remember that most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones who architect our choices. Change your state. Choose how you show up. I am Sean Tucker. I will see you in the next one.